Ladies and gentlemen, our 9th bout of the evening. Now entering the ring and fighting out of the red corner. Weighing in at 190 pounds, trained by Federico Roma, Jared Robbins.
Jared Robbins out of the red corner. 6 feet, 39 years old. He is in the real estate industry. He raised over $21,000. Thanks for that, Jared. Originally from Rockwell, Maryland, he dedicates this fight to his aunt and uncle who both battled the disease. Jared Robbins, focused, determined, ready to come out with a W here tonight in Miami Beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Box Fit Fort Lauderdale, and trained by Andrew Deloso and Zachary Steele. Please welcome Sean Powers.
This is Sean Powers out of the blue corner. He is a fitness instructor, and boy, he is hyped. He dedicates this fight to his mother, Miss Cindy Powers. She passed away last October in 2024. There's a lot of emotions in that man right now. Born in New York, moved to Tennessee, now calls Fort Lauderdale home. 38 years old, 5'10".
Our 9th bout of the evening, the gold sponsor is MR Luxury Group. Silver sponsors, Kitson Yachts, GFO Asset Management. Our bronze sponsor, Rena and Jeffrey Robbins. Your referee in charge, please welcome Mr. Nassim Dean.
All right. I don't want nothing below. Nothing below. All right. Watch the head punches in the back. And I don't have to say nothing else. All right? Y'all know what to do. All right, good luck. All right.
Here we go. We got Powers in blue, Robbins in red. The crowd right behind Powers. Lots of folks from the 954 area code in Broward County making their way to South Florida, the 305. Let the battle begin. Robbins in red, Powers in blue. Big dudes going at it here, toe-to-toe, one-on-one. Great way of dodging that shot from Powers. Head movement was real good, but Robbins persisted, chasing his opponent. More of a brawl than a boxing fight. Sean Powers, cool, calm, and collective. Great shot by Robbins. It's an overhand right. Powers doing what he has to do as far as dodging to block those shots. But Robbins coming in with those heavy right overhands. Strategy could be for Powers to sustain those heavy shots and pick up the pace later on in the fight. That's what it seems that he's going to do here, but he has to be very careful with that as Robbins is coming in with some dynamite in those hands. Good way for Powers to keep his opponent at bay with that jab. You see now, Robbins, the pace, the force, a lot less than how it started earlier on. With 25 seconds to go in that first round. Still trying to calculate where he's going to connect. Robbins studying where to land another shot. Good way for Powers to keep his composure as we're headed to the second round.
Once again, our ring card warrior, Sarah Ronan Best, friend of Sean Powers. He's in the blue corner tonight. Sarah, diagnosed with breast cancer in 2021 at the age of 32. She's still being treated for breast cancer, but without any reoccurrence in 3.5 years.
We get ready for second round of this bout. Got 4 more fights to go. Up next, Asad Mohammed taking on James Hall. Our main event's gonna be Austin Nunez taking on Ben Steen. Co-main event, Jim Leonard taking on Jeremy Jenkins. In our 11th bout, Natalie Miller taking on Katie Price. Here we go, Robbins again in the red corner. Powers in the blue. Robbins opening again with those heavy, hard hits. He had some time to recover. That 1 minute there between rounds. Pretty much the same way that first round started, with Roberts being more of the brawler and Powers being more cool and composed. Minute and 29 seconds left. Referee doing the 10 count. Powers asking, looking what's going on. Robbins says he's okay. I must say, a lot of fans here in support for Powers, showing a lot of energy and emotion in support of Sean. When a fighter just holds back and calculate, that's when they're most dangerous. Sometimes the fight, it's not about the action, but it's just how you're able to control those emotions and strike when you're ready to find the good opening. I don't know how to control that tempo in a fight. Nobody home from that right hand of Robbins. Powers has read Robbins like a book, knowing that he's gonna throw that overhand right over and over again, but takes a lot of you out of you. And now he's doing in that combination. That's the end of that round.
The third and final round approaching. Once again, our ring card warrior, Sarah Ronan Best.
The Sarah ring card warrior. Beautiful lady. Battling cancer. Here to tell a story. We thank her for coming out here and being an inspiration to all of us. If you're watching tonight's event, streaming in, make sure you use the hashtag. That's hashtag KO Cancer. Make sure you follow us on our stream. That's at Haymakers #4 Hope. And our website, Haymakers, that's Hayhay, Makers, FOR Hope. That's HAY, Makers, FOR Hope.org. Last and final round, Robbins in red, Sean Powers in blue. Who wants it the most? Will Robbins continue with that overhand right? Or will Sean Powers figure out the puzzle to make Robbins stop with those overhand right and stop the fight and take the W home? We'll find out. He has less than 2 minutes to go. Powers setting him up with the left for that jab, trying to find an opening. Usually that's how you bait your opponent, with the jab, then working your way to an opening, whether it be the body or at the top. Now Powers needs to control himself. Can't get too sloppy. Robbins has those overhands right. If he finds an opening, that could be very dangerous waters for Powers. Has to be very careful. And he has to keep those hands up. Can't back up with the hands down. Fight's not over until the bell rings. 45 seconds to go. Great left hand from Robbins. Robbins capitalizing on it. Powers defending himself. Throws his set of offense. Roberts backing up. Who wants it the most? Who has the gas left in the tank? About to approach the 10-second mark. Great connection from Powers, but was that enough for the judges? Did that convince the judges? We will find out
applause for both of our fighters
as we go to our judges' scorecards. Well, the story in this fight has to be those overhand rights that Robbins was throwing. Quite amazing stuff. A lot of fighters tend to depend on that overhand right. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Some fighters tend to really depend on that. There's been some fighters, especially in MMA, who have been widely victorious because of overhand rights. As we go to the official results from our ring announcer, Mike DiPasquale. Tabulating the numbers there. Overhand right were very famous in MMA by Roy Nelson, a heavyweight fighter. Won a lot of fights with overhand rights. But what did the judges look for in this fight? What made them decide who is going to take home this victory? Were those overhand rights enough for Robbins to take the victory? Or is it Powers' combination that
Ladies and gentlemen,
contact?
The judges ringside have scored this bout as a split decision. The winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Sean Powers.
Great call on the judges there. Some might argue because of the overhand right, but the fact that Powers controlled and composed himself, and those combinations were landing. The shots were landing. That 1-2 combination was landing.